Third man.
Sorry, you can't get closer. There are no police. Both trucks on the heavyweight are off the track. Total line's right here. As far as you can go. I agree with you. I already asked that. They told me no, there's no police force for additional things. I'm following their orders. I'm following the railroad's orders as far as we go. If it's up to me, you'd be right on top of it. Go up and see the derailment before we go home?
I already did.
I meant the bus.
Oh, the bus. Well, I can go out that way.
Where's the one that's off the tracks?
That's the business car, the red one with the gold stripe. Both sets of trucks.
Oh wow, yeah. Did they get the locomotive back on? No. No.
Now I don't think it's off.
No, it's off. I walked up there.
Oh, is it? I can't see.
One in back and one in front. It was off 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Preservation. I know some of you out there look like you're historical in yourself, but I'm not speaking to Bob over there or somebody.
Look in the mirror!
Me? Oh, no, I'm young. But we got to all get together like this more often. I know the last time that the R&LHS did this was many years ago now, and It is important for us all to continue to help preserve railroad history. It's not going to be done by anybody else. Now I'll say something that you won't clap about. It's not just us, it's the other railroad historical groups also. I would imagine that at every one of these tables, almost everyone is a member of more than one railroad historical group. A lot of us are from museums. Jim over there, I know everybody, Jim ran over there, who has been very supportive of this through trains and all the stuff with the Spike 150. He and I don't know each other from our current jobs. We're museum people. I know him from the North Carolina Transportation Museum. He knows me from the St. Louis Museum. We have museums that preserve that. But how do we get younger people in those? We got to do it. Those are our future.
Collaboratively where we can, and working independently where we must. There's a lot to do. There's not a lot of us, but there's still a lot of hope for the future. What do I mean by that? I'm going to sound a bit Pollyannish here for a minute and ask you to do me a favor. Go home when you leave us today and engage with somebody. Someone who may have a passing interest in railroad history, railroad preservation, operations, technology, you name it. Why? If you're like me, you spent the last 3 days walking around the city of Ogden, seeing all these people coming down to see that train, that locomotive, those locomotives, and absolutely be fascinated and blown away by it. They are the next generation that's going to populate the seats that we're sitting in right now. We are going to gift them the legacy. Union Pacific has gifted us a legacy by keeping steam online, restoring the big boy, and really leading the way in preservation. It's our job to take over where they leave off, work with them, and build that on that momentum that we all saw on the streets.
Include editing of publications for historical accuracy, organizing oral history panels for the Southern Pacific Historical and Technical Society, and through a starring role in an interpretive DVD titled Southern Pacific 4294, The Last Cab Forward. At the time of his retirement in September 1989, he was the highest seniority locomotive engineer on the San Joaquin Division, fulfilling a 46-year career on the Southern Pacific. Tonight's award, in many ways, is dedicated to all former employees of the grand old Southern Pacific. And I'm confident the individual who best represents your enduring spirit and pride is none other than the man who we know and love as the Godfather. So please join me in the privilege of recognizing this award for outstanding achievement to Mr. Vince Cipolla.
I really want to thank everybody, and it's nice to see such a full room. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people, as the other guys have said, that are interested in history, and it makes me feel good to be part of that. And I want to start with by thanking Hilding Larson and his wife Mary Carroll for allowing him to be president of our society for the last 4 years. I know that job isn't easy, and I hope I'm up to the challenge. Hilding, are you in here someplace? Okay,
Thanks, Rob. And yes, I do slow down for the crossing gates to make sure they're down before I get to the crossing. And no, my wife does not get upset about it. She's known me since she was 5 years old, so she knew what she was getting. She broader basis than any of the individual companies. And think it's great that there are so many people here that are willing to come to an event like this and be a part of what happened 150 years ago. I'm going to talk tonight a little bit about the update of some of those events, but specifically, if we can get the PowerPoint on. Yeah, specifically, we're going to talk about last half decade of Southern Pacific and the pathway that railroad took that resulted in what I call the final golden spike in 1996, when you had a true transcontinental railroad across the open. Now, eventually, we're going to get to talking to